The air has turned from hot and humid to a little bit chill and crispy. It is fall, and it is marble racing season. What is up, everybody? My name is Ian Clutch Power. Welcome back to the Legona 500. This will be the Lego Dreamzzz version, and we're going to take on a little bit of a World Cup style competition. 32 marbles will compete in 8 groups of 4. The top 2 marbles from each group will advance to a 16-team tournament. We're going to start with the A group. This will be the Ghosts. We have 4 competitors, starting with Harry Potter's Headless Nick. He will be represented by white marbles. We also have Lord of the Rings King of the Dead. He will be represented by those red marbles with that red cape. We also have Ghost Rider, represented in black marbles. And of course, Slimer will be represented by green marbles. The rules are very simple. There will be 3 rounds of action within each group. The top finisher in each round will receive 4 points. Finishing 4th will get you 1 point, and the cumulative top 2 scores will advance to the round of 16. We are ready to roll with round 1. The marbles are climbing the course, and they have dropped in and are ready. It looks like it is King of the Dead taking an early lead past the mushrooms. He will hit the carrot and give now Ghost Rider a chance to pass, but here comes King of the Dead back through. They will make the climb to go down the volcano and head towards the Gravedigger. Let's see how King of the Dead handles it. He's up on top and wedged in the volcano. That gives Ghost Rider the lead. He will take the lead into the final lap. Here comes Ghost Rider. 8 links behind is King of the Dead. Oh, Ghost Rider just flew off the course. King of the Dead is now your leader. He is struggling a little bit and gives a chance for Slimer and Nearly Headless Nick to get back in it. It is King of the Dead followed quickly. Now it's Nearly Headless Nick who gets caught up in the meat grinder, and it is King of the Dead with the lead. Here comes Ghost Rider. They are neck and neck going into the final stretch of this final lap. It looks like King of the Dead has a little bit of a lead. How will he handle the Gravedigger? He does. He will finish in 1st place. Can Ghost Rider get through? Yes, he'll finish in 2nd and pick up 3 points. Can anybody else earn any points? Here comes Slimer to pick up 2. And now will Nearly Headless Nick finish it all? Yes, he will, picking up a single point. And there you go. After 1 round, King of the Dead picking up 4 points. Ghost Rider with 3. Slimer picking up 2. And Nearly Headless Nick picking up a point, which may prove to be an important point down the stretch. Oh, this crowd can't believe how many lead changes there were in the first round of this Group A competition. We are in for an exciting 2nd and 3rd round to see who will advance to the round of 16. Here we go with round 2. 8 marbles head into the course, and it looks like it is Ghost Rider with an early lead. I don't even see anybody else out there. Ghost Rider dominating. Can he handle the meat grinder? No problem. He is through. Now into the 2nd part of this course, making the climb. He will take the tumble down the volcano. How will he handle the Gravedigger? It's an eliminator for sure. He is up on top and through, no problem. It will be Ghost Rider taking the lead into the final lap of round number 2. Where is he? Where is he? Ghost Rider has been eliminated on the slides again, and now it's Slimer in the lead. This is wild. Oh, now Slimer hits a mushroom, and it's King of the Dead in the lead. How will he handle the meat grinder? He gets caught up. Slimer bumps him forward, and now they're neck and neck through the meat grinder. They have 1 more tumble to make down the volcano, and they'll have to handle the Gravedigger. It's King of the Dead in 1st. He's up top. Slimer goes the wrong direction. It's going to be King of the Dead picking up 4 points. He was followed quickly by Slimer, who will pick up 3. Ghost Rider comes through. He'll pick up 2 points for finishing 3rd. Nearly Headless Nick, nowhere to be found, picks up no points. King of the Dead with a commanding lead, likely to advance to the Sweet 16, but Ghost Rider and Slimer tied at 5. Only one of them can advance. We are going to have to keep a careful eye on those 2 marbles. Whoever wins round 3 will advance to the Sweet 16. It looks like Nearly Headless Nick will not have a chance to advance. Here we go, round 3. Who will be the ones that advance? We are off and racing. Slimer jumps out to a huge lead, looking super motivated to get to the Sweet 16. He gets caught up in the meat grinder though, and it is King of the Dead once again, dominating round 3. Oh, he looks like a serious favorite to advance even beyond the Sweet 16. Here comes King of the Dead. Gets tossed around a couple of times, but is up. He has completed 1 lap and dominating. This is the final lap. The question is, where is Ghost Rider? Where is Slimer? But we're watching the leader. King of the Dead race through this course. Struggles a little bit, but has picked up some speed now. Through the carrot, into the meat grinder, bouncing around in the meat grinder. Oh my gosh, and look at this. It is Slimer, and it is Nearly Headless Nick. Nick with an outside chance to advance if he can win this thing. Here he comes down the volcano into the meat grinder. Oh, but Slimer with the pass. It is Slimer going to win it and pick up 4 points, and he will advance. Nearly Headless Nick picks up 3, but that's not going to be good enough. Here come the remainder of the marbles, and it is ultimately a wild finish, but it's going to be Slimer picking up the round 3 win. Nearly Headless Nick finishes with 4 points, not nearly enough. He is going to be eliminated from this competition. Ghost Rider with 7 ultimately couldn't do enough and gets eliminated. King of the Dead picks up the checkered flag. He will advance to the round of 16, as will Slimer, 9 points apiece. They will just sit back and await their seeding and find out who their first round matchup will be once the tournament begins. What a wild day of Dreamzzz Lego Marble Racing we have had today. Thank you guys for being here. We've got Group B coming up soon. Hit that subscribe and like button if you'd like to be a part of the Legona 500 action. This is Ian Clutch Power saying thanks for being here today. We will see you next time. You can see that the leaves have started to change. Fall is upon us, and it is marble racing season. Welcome, everyone, to the Legona 500. I am your host, Ian Clutch Power, and we have some exciting marble racing action for you today. It's qualifying day for Group B, the Grumpy Old Men. 4 marbles will be trying to qualify for the round of 16. First, we have from Star Wars, Grand Moff Tarkin. He will be represented by black marbles. We also have from the Muppets, Statler will be represented by blue marbles. Representing the X-Men, we have Wolverine. He will be represented by yellow marbles. And finally, the Simpsons, Mr. Burns, will be represented by green marbles. Qualifying rules are simple today. There will be 3 rounds, each of which will be 2 laps. Marbles will earn points based on their finish within each round. The top 2 cumulative scores after 3 rounds will advance to our round of 16 tournament. We are ready for round 1 action. Who will get off to a good start and earn the 4 points for winning the round? It looks like Statler's off to a pretty good lead. He weaves the mushrooms, past the bird, past the carrots. How will he handle the meat grinder? He cannot do so, but Burns gets through. Burns will make the climb up the volcano. He'll be the first to attempt to go down the lava river towards the Gravedigger. He gets his way up top, zigzags back and forth, and he is on to lap number 2 with almost nobody else in sight. Burns would love to get off to a good start here. All points are going to matter to get to the Sweet 16. Burns goes straight through the mushrooms with no problems at all. Misses the carrots. Will he handle the meat grinder? He's through. Wow, what a lap for Burns. One final stretch before he earns 4 points. He goes down the lava river. He's up on top and he's wedged. Oh no, both Burns marbles are wedged. What a disaster for Burns. Here comes Statler to the top shelf. Look at this, he actually freed Burns. Statler finishes in first and picks up 4 points. Burns, with a little assist from his friend, picks up 3. Look at this, both Burns marbles were wedged in the rocks. It looked like that meant Burns would get no points at all for round number 1. But then Statler, out of nowhere, 2 marbles coming down into the gravedigger. The first one gets denied. The second one flies up and frees Burns. Statler picks up the win and picks up 4 points. Burns catches a lucky break, finishing second, will get 3 points. Tarkin eventually finished in third place, picking up 2, and Wolverine unable to finish. He won't pick up any points in round 1. A terrible start for him. You can see X-Men fans all over the stands devastated by Wolverine's performance. Wolverine will get the top spot here as we go to round number 2. He gets hung up, and that is Tarkin out to a big lead. How will he handle the carrots? Oh, he gets hung up a little bit, slowed down. Now he gets bumped by the meat grinder. That gives Wolverine a chance to shoot right through. He's in desperate need of points. He is out to a big lead. 4 points would take him a long way to getting back into this thing. He's up on the top shelf, straight through the gravedigger. Gets through the first lap with ease. Now it's looking like Wolverine down the slides. He is bouncing back and forth. It slowed him down a little bit. He goes straight through the mushrooms, though, and Wolverine is cruising. He gets hit by Burns, who was hung up from lap 1. Now he's in the meat grinder, and Wolverine, with a disaster, gets a bump from Burns, and it's still Wolverine. He is followed quickly by Tarkin and Burns. That lead Burns marble is still on lap number 1. Can Wolverine find a way to the top? He can, but he gets passed by Tarkin, and then Wolverine goes back, but then Tarkin gets him back, and Tarkin wins it. What a wild finish. There were 4 lead changes at the very end. Watch this. Wolverine is up on top, but his angle is a little bit strange. He gets tossed to the right. You can see Burns gets tossed way backwards, which gave Tarkin a chance to follow, but he gets hung up on the rock as Wolverine goes in for the pass. Tarkin takes the inside line and passes Wolverine back and ultimately gets the round win. Tarkin picks up 4 points. Wolverine gets a desperately needed 3, and you can see it is incredibly tight after 2 rounds. All 4 of these grumpy old men would love to get to the round of 16 with a brilliant performance in round 3. Any of them are still alive to get there. We are 2 laps away from 2 old men qualifying. Who's it going to be? It looks like Burns is going to snake his way through the mushroom and take the lead, but he's slowed through the gate. Wolverine was there, but he got hung up in the meat grinder. Burns is so good in lap 1. Oh, I just saw Statler fall off the course. He's only got 1 marble left now. Burns zigzags through, and he will finish the first lap with a commanding lead. Burns looking to go to the round of 16, hung up on the fence a little bit as he goes down into the mushrooms, slowed way down, hits the mushroom, comes to a full stop. He's going to need more speed. He's bumping and zigging and zagging, and he hits the carrot. He's so slow. Now he's hung up in the meat grinder. Everybody's hung up in the meat grinder, and that gives Tarkin a chance to get through. Tarkin is going to make his way down the volcano and into the gravedigger. Will he get through it? Let's see how this one goes. Where's Tarkin? He struggles to get through. He's a little slow, but he's through. That is Statler finishing in second place. He only had 1 marble left, and he manages to pick up 3 points. What a wild finish in round number 3. Tarkin with a brilliant performance. Wolverine, unfortunately, unable to get the job done. He will not qualify for the round of 16. Tarkin with 10 points picks up the checkered flag. But more importantly, look at this. Statler and Burns tied at 7. Only one can go on to the round of 16. We've got playoff marble racing for you. It is Statler versus Burns. 2 laps to determine who goes home and who plays the round of 16 tournament. Right now, it is all Statler. No, Statler gets hung up in the meat grinder, but the second one comes through. Now it is Burns by 1 length over Statler. They have got a lap and a half to go down into the Gravedigger. Who gets to the top first? It's 2 Statler marbles. How close is Burns? It looks like he's about 7 lengths behind. Burns is hoping to make one last push. He doesn't want to go home yet, but Statler is determined. Zigzags through the mushrooms with ease. Does he hit the carrots is the question. No, he misses the carrots, but the meat grinders got him. Oh, poor Statler, but the second Statler is looking like the hero. He gets to the elevator first, but Burns only 7 lengths behind. Here comes Statler. He's a little slow, zigzagging through to the Gravedigger. He's up on top. They're both up on top. It's Statler. No! Burns! Burns bumped him! Burns bumped Statler at the very end. Look at this. They're both up on top. Statler with the lead. Statler goes just a little too wide, and Burns bumps Statler on the inside, ultimately taking the win. And Mr. Burns, the pride of Springfield, will advance to the round of 16. And unfortunately, Statler and all Muppets fans devastated by what they just saw. Statler will have to watch at home with Wolverine as Mr. Burns will join Tarkin, representing Group B in the round of 16. Wow, we had some wild finishes in Group B. If you missed Group A action, make sure you go back and watch that. If you are having fun in the Legona 500, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I am Ian Clutch Power, guys. Thank you for joining us for this Legona 500 action. We'll see you next time. Four teams have already advanced to the round of 16. Today, 2 more teams will punch their tickets. Welcome, everyone, to the Legona 500. I am your host, Ian Clutch Power, and I can't wait to see today's action. We have had some wild finishes and some crazy eliminations so far in Groups A and B, but today is Group C, the Childhood Hero Group. Your first competitor today, represented by Copper Marbles, will be E.T. No marbles will be pitied today, as Mr. T will be rolling with the red marbles. Ariel, with that green fin, will be representing all of Disney with the green marbles. And finally, we have Sloth from Astoria, who represents the blue marbles. We have got some wild action for you today. I'll tell you what, these guys have been practicing this course for a week, and this Grave Digger obstacle has been absolutely brutal. Ariel specifically has really struggled this week on how she can handle this Grave Digger. She's even gone as far as to nickname this obstacle Ursula's Curse. But the practice rounds are over. It's time to find out which of these 2 marble owners are going to handle this course best. 3 rounds of action. The top scores will advance. This is round 1, and we are off and rolling. Looks like E.T.'s off to a decent start now, but Ariel gets in there and passes. She bumps the carrot right through the meat grinder with no problem at all. She will be the first to climb the volcano mountain and attempt the Gravedigger. Here she comes. Let's see how she handles it. She's up on top, no problem at all. Straight through. She's stuck a little bit there. Looks like Mr. T gave her a little bit of a bump. That helped her a ton. Ariel maintains the lead going into this final lap. 2 aerial marbles now. They head in and straight past the mushroom Ariel with a huge lead. Oh, she gets caught up on the carrots a little bit. Now she's bouncing around the meat grinder. 2 aerials getting ground up, and that gives Sloth a chance to get through. Will he be able to earn 4 points? He's climbing the mountain now. How will he handle the lava? No problem as he cruises into the Gravedigger, and he is tossed off the course. No, it's Ariel, followed by E.T. Ariel picks up 4. E.T. picks up 3. I saw Mr. T come through and pick up 2. No sign of Sloth. Unfortunately, Sloth looked like he was going to win this round and is unable to finish. Ariel off to a strong lead with 4 points. E.T. and Mr. T not that far behind. You can see the crowd from Astoria not thrilled with the Gravedigger as it tossed Sloth off at the very end of the course. Astoria fans are rabid Legona fans. They are off to round 2, hoping that Sloth will put up a better performance. Ariel once again comes out of the gate strong. How will she handle a meat grinder? No problem at all. Ariel already with 4 points and now in a commanding position to pick up a bunch more. How will she handle the Gravedigger? She is tossed off the course. Ursula got her this time. Here comes E.T. He's across the line first. We're going into the final lap. E.T. looking to pick up a whole bunch of points here. He slow a little bit on the fence. He's caught up now, but he gets a little bump. Now he's slow across the carrot bridge. How is he going to handle the carrots? Let's see. Straight through the carrots. Wow, we haven't seen that yet. Now it's E.T. up to the top shelf, looking to pick up 4 points. He will come bouncing down the lava river, and here he is to the top shelf. He's up on top. It's going to be, no, Mr. T and Ariel both pass. What happened there? It was all E.T. Slow. It looks like Sloth is going to come across and pick up a point, but we need to look at this again. Look, E.T. was first on top, but we see Mr. T fly up top. He actually went behind the rocks to take the lead, and then Ariel flew all the way to the top shelf, picking up a ton of speed. They both were able to pass E.T. What a finish. Sloth with only 1 point. Things look bad for Sloth right now, but it is very tight amongst the other 3. Ariel off to a very good start. Let's look at that one more time. Look at Mr. T here. He flies up top and actually goes behind the rocks with a little backdoor strategy, and then Ariel goes flying all the way to the top shelf. It is steep up there. She gained a ton of speed, able to pass E.T. and finish in second place, picking up those 3 points and give her the overall lead after 2 rounds. That was another wild finish with the Gravedigger. You just never know how that thing is going to finish. We are up to round 3. Only 2 teams can qualify for the round of 16. Sloth is off to a good start. He's going to need a win and some help. That didn't help as Mr. T passed him quickly. Mr. T in full command now. He is followed by Sloth and Ariel. No sign of E.T. at all. Here comes Mr. T. He's up to the top shelf, zigzags back and forth, and he cruises past. He will take the lead into the final lap, the most important lap of this entire event, as we have 3 marbles vying for 2 spots. Mr. T a little slow out of the gates. Can Sloth pass? He can, but Mr. T gets him right back. Now it's Sloth through. Sloth is going to need a win to give him any chance at all. Sloth coming down the final stretch. Will he get up on top? He will. He goes the wrong direction, but that may still be good enough. He's going to pick up the 4 points. Now it's E.T. across the line to pick up 2. Will anybody else earn some points? Mr. T comes up with 2, and Ariel picks up 1. Was that an important point? Oh, was it ever? Look at the standings after 3 rounds. Sloth. It just wasn't good enough. At 5 points, he's headed back to Astoria. And we have a three-way tie for 2 spots, which means it's a three-way playoff. The top 2 teams will advance to the round of 16. One will be sent packing. Looks like Mr. T's out to a good start. He gets caught up a little bit, but then zips right through the meat grinder, and Mr. T has a 3-length lead over Ariel. They look primed to advance. Here comes Mr. T. He handles it, as does Ariel. She actually gets a boost forward. She's really tight. She's only 3 lengths behind as we enter the final lap. No sign of ET at all. He's got work to do if he's going to find a way to qualify. Right now, Mr. T is out to the lead and looking very strong. Here comes Ariel. She bumps the carrot, gets slowed down a little bit, but Mr. T gets caught up in the meat grinder. Hits all Ariel right now. She looks like she will qualify. Down the lava river she goes. Here she comes, and oh no! Oh, what a devastating blow for Ariel. She was thrown off the course. Mr. T comes through and qualifies. Here comes ET to qualify. Oh, Ursula's curse ultimately eliminates Ariel at the very end. I can't believe it. All week long, Ariel was saying that she was struggling with this bit of the course. And look at that. She was tossed straight up in the air and then thrown backwards. What a brutal break for Ariel. She will have to swim home without an invitation to the Sweet 16. But that does mean that the T's advance. Mr. T and ET both punch their tickets to the Sweet 16 as Group C comes to a close. That was a wild finish right there. Congratulations to ET and Mr. T. Both will look to advance past the round of 16. I tell you what, guys, this course is just full of eliminations and bad breaks. It takes an unbelievable combination of skilled rolling and a little bit of luck to survive and advance in this one. I am Ian Clutch Power, guys. Thanks for joining me today on the Legona 500. Smash that subscribe button if you're having fun. Go back and watch Groups A and B if you missed out on the action, and be ready for Group D coming out soon. The difference between qualifying for the round of 16 and being forced to wait for next year can be as simple as a bounce of a marble. Welcome, everyone, to the Legona 500. I am your host, Ian Clutch Power. We have an exciting day of marble racing action for you. 3 groups have already sent their qualifiers on to the round of 16, and today, Group D, the winged creatures, will send 2 more qualifiers. Rolling with the blue marbles today, it will be Star Wars' Watto. After an excellent week of practice, an early favorite rolling with the black marbles will be Batman. Representing the CMF crowd, rolling with red marbles will be Red Dragon. And finally, from Sesame Street, the yellow marbles will be Big Bird. Oh, it's going to be a wild day. But before we get started, we wanted to highlight turn 1 on this course. Notice, as marbles come off of these ramps, they actually crash into the fence with counterclockwise spin. So depending on how they handle that, they can either be propelled down the course further or actually get caught up into that upper right part of the fence, which slows them way down. We're going to have to see how these marbles handle turn 1 today, because it can be the big difference between getting off to a great start and maybe even making up ground if you're behind. We are ready for round one action. The marbles are down on the course, and it looks like Watto's off to a good start. He gets passed quickly by Big Bird, who bumps a carrot, and he is not able to get through. Right now, it is all Watto. He'll be the first to come down the lava river and attempt the Gravedigger. Let's see how he handles it. He struggles a little bit, but now is up on top. Looks like Batman isn't too far behind, but Watto's the first to cross the finish line. Now they both fall off the elevator. That gives everybody another chance to get back in it, but they're up top now. Watto will be the first one to come through. He is very slow over the carrot bridge. Batman not far behind. Here comes Watto into the final stretch. He banks off the wall and he's on the elevator. How will he handle the lava river? He's up on top. Here he comes to the Gravedigger. He has been tossed straight into a crevice. Oh no! Devastating for Star Wars fans. Batman will be the first one to cross the line. He'll pick up 4 points. Big Bird across the line for 3 points. Here comes the other Watto marble to pick up 2. Can the Red Dragon pick up any points at all? Here he comes. He will pick up a point that may be important down the stretch. Oh, Watto fans are not happy with that finish there. They were on their way to 4 points and then only take home 2. Batman, no surprise, as a brilliant week of practice had him ready to roll. He now not only is the favorite, but has the early lead with 4 points. Anything can happen with 2 rounds to play, and here we go with round number 2. Who's going to come off of turn 1 with the lead? It'll be Watto across, but now Red Dragon goes in for a quick pass. He could really use some points to get back into this thing. He gets caught up in the meat grinder, as does Batman, and it's Watto that shoots through now. Just like round number 1, Watto is off to a lead. Here he comes, down through, into the Gravedigger he comes. He's up on top now, and he'll finish the first lap in the lead. A win here would position Watto brilliantly to qualify for the round of 16. Here he comes, down the stretch, over the carrot bridge, much better this time. Can he avoid the carrots? No, he gets bumped by the carrots, launches him backwards, and the little rabbits have him. Watto is stopped on the course. Big Bird gives him a little bump. They now are hung up in the meat grinder, and that gives Batman a chance to get through. Batman with a 3-length lead over Watto. Can Batman get some points? Where did Batman go? Batman's nowhere to be found, and it's Watto. Down through, and Watto will pick up 4 points. Oh, brutal. There's Big Bird to pick up 3. Here comes Red Dragon to pick up a pair of points, but where did Batman go? I don't understand what happened to Batman. He climbed the elevator in first place and disappeared. That gives Big Bird and Watto a tie for the lead. They are positioned very well to qualify. And now suddenly Batman went from in command to needing to do some work to qualify. It's tight overall, but I still don't understand what happened to Batman. Let's take another look. Batman in the lead, coming off of the elevator, and then he just disappeared. Let's see what happened here. Oh my gosh, he took a hard 45-degree turn to the right and completely fell off the course and into the lava. That is unbelievable for Batman. He just simply hit that pole with the wrong spin. It carried him to the right, and he was gone. Suddenly, Batman with some work to do as we enter the final round of competition. Batman gets off to a nice start, but hits a mushroom, and now Watto, for the 3rd straight round, has gotten off to a brilliant start. Watto looking to qualify. He's got a huge lead coming down the volcano and into the meat grinder. He's up on top, a little bit slow through the rocks, but he'll pass once again in first place. He's followed quickly by Red Dragon and Batman. One final lap to go. Who will qualify? It is all Watto right now. Look at him go. Watto is determined to get to the round of 16. Now he's hung up in the meat grinder, struggling for a 3rd round in a row on the final lap. And it is Big Bird that shoots through, followed quickly by 2 Watto marbles. Can Big Bird get through the Gravedigger and qualify? He's up on top, no problem at all. Watto hung up all over the place and finally gets through to pick up 3. Big Bird got the win. He got 4. Batman comes through for 2, and Red Dragon will pick up 1 more point. Take a look at the way these marbles handle his Gravedigger. Big Bird shot straight up through, but Watto didn't time it very well. He actually gets tossed into the wall and bounces straight backwards. Then another Watto marble comes up and hits the wall again. The Watto marble from previous goes straight up, hits the wall. Oh, if you don't time that Gravedigger well, it can be just devastating. Speaking of devastating, the Red Dragon and Batman both fail to earn enough points to qualify for the round of 16. Meanwhile, Watto and Big Bird earn the checkered flags and their tickets to the Sweet 16. Oh, it's been another wild day of racing. Half of our field of 16 has now been determined. If you missed groups A, B, and C, you're going to want to go back and watch those. No spoilers here. You are not going to want to miss Group E action coming out soon, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am Ian Clutch Power. Thank you guys so much for joining us here at the Legona 500. We will see you next time. What happens when a brash young rookie gets put in the same group as a savvy veteran? We're gonna find out today. Welcome everybody to the Legona 500. I am your host, Ian Clutch Power, and we have got another fantastic day of qualifying today. Today is Group E action, the Royal Bloodlines. Our first participant is the young brash rookie, Elizabeth Swan. She's a phenom, but trouble seems to find her wherever she goes. She will be represented by red marbles. The savvy veteran, Princess Leia, will be represented by white marbles. Check out that hair on Leia. The Marvel Universe will be represented by blue marbles by Shuri. And we've got the copper marbles representing Jasmine today. No further ado, these princesses are ready to go. Round 1 is underway, and it is Elizabeth Swan out to an early lead. Look at this, the veteran and the rookie going head-to-head right away. Leia gets slowed down by the meat grinder. She's a few links behind Swan right away. Swan will be the first to attempt the Gravedigger. She is up on top and through. This rookie is showing no fear whatsoever. Leia, several links behind, is going to try to chase her down. We're into the final lap of round 1. It's all Swan at the moment. This rookie is going to be a force to deal with all week long, but look at this. Did she plan well enough for the meat grinder? She is caught up in the meat grinder. Leia having problems as well. Can anybody else get into this thing? No! Everybody is caught up in the meat grinder. This is brutal right now. Who's going to find their way through? It's 2 Leia marbles into the final stretch of round 1. Leia has 2 chances to pick up 4 points here as she goes into the Gravedigger. The first marble stuck on top, but the second one shoots right through, and Leia will pick up 4 points. That is Jasmine picking up 3, followed by Shuri picking up 2, and the rookie somehow only picks up a point despite leading for most of round 1. You can see Leia has the early lead with 4 points. Jasmine sitting in second with 3. Shuri coming in with 2 points, and the rookie, not thrilled with that performance, will be looking to rebound here in round number 2. Shuri and Jasmine have both been quiet this week at practice. They are very focused on getting into this round of 16. Meanwhile, all the noise has come from Elizabeth Swan. Let's see if she can rally in round number 2. The marbles are down the slide and onto the track, and the early lead goes to Jasmine. She cruises out to a big lead. She hits the carrot. Leia bounces off of her. A veteran move, as you might expect, and she has the lead. Look at this, another Leia marble just behind her. How will she handle the lava river? She's plinkoing around. She's up top. She's been tossed off the course, and the second Leia marble is wedged in the rocks. Oh, a brutal break. Both Leias are gone. 2 Shuri marbles and 1 Jasmine go to the top as they make their way down the slide in the final lap. Right now, it's Shuri. She's going right through the mushrooms with no problem at all. Weaves through the carrots. She is now stuck in the meat grinder, and it is Jasmine getting through. In fact, 2 Jasmine marbles getting through. Jasmine looking to pick up 4 points. Will either of these marbles be able to handle the Gravedigger? Both beautifully through. Jasmine will pick up 4 points. Can anybody else pick up points? It looks like Shuri's going to pick up 3 for finishing in second. Is there any sign of the rookie? We didn't see her at all on either lap. She must have been eliminated early, and we already know that Leia has been eliminated from both. Oh, neither one could finish. Jasmine, with those 4 points, goes to 7, and Shuri picks up 3. She's at 5, and now the veteran Leia only has 4. She's on the outside looking in and will need a brilliant 3rd round in order to get to the round of 16. But let's take one more look at what happened. Leia had 2 marbles here in this opening lap. The first marble gets tossed all the way over the edge and eliminated, and the second Leia marble gets caught up in the rocks. Oh, you'd think a veteran could handle it better than that. Now she's got to do something special to get in. She's off to a good start, straight through the mushrooms in round 1, misses the carrots, and finds her way right through the meat grinder. Leia, a savvy veteran. Can she handle the pressure of playing from behind? She's down the lava river and into the Gravedigger. She's up on top. She will take the lead into the final lap. She's 1 lap away from getting in, but she still is going to need the win. Now she's caught up a little on the fence. That's going to give people a chance to get back into it now. She plinkos off some of the mushrooms, slowing her down. Will anybody make a move? Here comes Jasmine. It's going to be a Leia-Jasmine finish here. Jasmine is 4 lengths behind. Can Leia handle the Gravedigger? She couldn't last time. She's spinning around with Jasmine. Leia's up on first. Jasmine just barely misses the pass. They finish 1 and 2. Here comes Shuri in 3rd. She'll pick up 2 points. And once again, the rookie, unable to finish, Elizabeth Swan, will finish with just a single point. Look at Jasmine try to make a move here to pass at the very end. Leia was up first. Here comes Jasmine. You can see Jasmine tries to make the move when Leia goes the wrong way, but just comes in a hair late. Leia takes the 4 points. Jasmine picks up 2nd place and 3 points. But the real story here is this brash rookie. She had a phenomenal week of practice, but rubbed everybody the wrong way, and karma kind of bit her on this one. Elizabeth Swan will have to learn from this experience. She's eliminated. Shuri's going to come up just a point short, and the checkered flags go to Leia and Jasmine. They advance to the round of 16. We have now punched 10 tickets to the round of 16. We have 3 groups still to come. If you missed groups A through D, make sure you go back and watch those videos. And if you would like to be a part of future Legona action, hit that subscribe button. You're not going to want to miss it. I am Ian Clutch Power. Thank you for joining us today at the Legona 500. Tons more action on this Dreamzzz course. We can't wait to see you then. Today, we answer the age-old question, what is your favorite food? Welcome, everybody, to the Legona 500. I am your host, Ian Clutch Power, and today we have exciting marble racing action, and all the marbles will be food. The yellow marbles will represent the banana. We will have the hot dog represented by bright red marbles. We will have transparent red marbles that will represent the pizza. And finally, we have transparent green marbles, which will represent the pea pod. Remember, marbles will earn points based on their finish in each of 3 rounds. The top 2 cumulative scores will advance to the round of 16. Without further ado, we are ready for round number 1. The marbles are headed down the slide and onto the course. It looks like that is Hot Dog off to a good lead. Now it's Pea Pod taking over. Pea Pod will be the first to get into the meat grinder. She's caught up, as is Hot Dog. It looks like Pea Pod gets through. Now Hot Dog goes in for the pass, but all 4 participants make their way closely packed to the volcano. Who will be the first to handle the Gravedigger? It looks like that is Pizza to the top, followed closely by Hot Dog and Banana. It's a 3-way race right now. All 3 down the slide into the final lap. First place earns 4 points. Right now it's Hot Dog. Hot Dog followed closely by Banana. Off the carrots they go. Oh, Hot Dog takes a brutal backwards beat off of the meat grinder, and now it's all Banana. Can Banana handle the Gravedigger and earn 4 points? Here comes Banana. Hung up a little bit now to the top shelf, and yes, it'll be Banana, followed by Pizza. Can anybody else earn points today? There's Pea Pod. She goes flying all the way off the course and will not finish. That's 0 points for her. Here comes Hot Dog, struggling in the Gravedigger, but ultimately makes it through to pick up the 2 points for 3rd place. Wow, a fantastic opening round. Banana getting the win, picking up 4 points. Pizza picks up 3. 2 points go to Hot Dog, and unfortunately, Pea Pod, unable to finish, picks up no points at all. But what is going on now? The Banana fans are rabid, and has become tradition. They are throwing bananas all over the racetrack due to the Banana win. We have got a cleanup crew on hand. They do not look thrilled about having to get this cleaned up before round 2. Hopefully they've got it under control, because the marbles are on the course, and here comes Banana again. After a dominant round 1 win, Banana looks poised to repeat. But now caught up in the meat grinder. That gives everybody else a chance to catch up. Now Banana's free and headed up to the volcano. Can the Banana get down this track and into the Gravedigger safely? This is the test right here. Up on the top shelf, Banana dominating. Pea Pod a little bit behind after the first lap. Pea Pod could really use some points after finishing with 0 in round 1. But look at Banana, already with 4 points and a win, and there's nobody else on the screen. Here comes Banana into the meat grinder again. Pea Pod gets through first. Pea Pod looking to pick up 4 points. Banana not far behind, just 1 length actually. They'll go into the Gravedigger together. Pea Pod by a little bit after a boost of speed. Pea Pod can't get up top. Here comes Banana. Banana's gonna pick up a win again, and Pea Pod will get those 3 points. Hot Dog picks up 2. Can Pizza find its way down the track and pick up a point? No, it cannot. Banana, with its 2nd straight win, goes to 8 points. Hot Dog now has 4, and Pizza and Pea Pod tied at 3. The Banana looking poised to repeat. And yes, as has become tradition, the fans littering the course with even more bananas now. It's completely out of control. Cleanup crew has called in backup, but he does not look prepared to handle this chaos. Oh my goodness. We need a clean track for round number 3. There are 3 marbles still in contention to take that 2nd spot. Banana looks fantastic, ready to take the first. Peapod with 2 marbles. One of them gets right through the meat grinder and is headed up the volcano. Lap number 1, Peapod's only a point off of qualifying despite picking up no points in round 1. Peapod struggling mightily with the Gravedigger, and now it's Banana again. Oh, Banana is just dominating this group. To the top shelf, down the slide, and here we go. Banana, again with nobody else on the screen. Could it be a clean sweep for Banana? Potentially the overall number 1 seed at stake for Banana here. There's another Banana marble. Nobody can compete. Here comes Banana, looking for 3 straight wins in Group F. Here comes Peapod, not far behind. Banana, down the stretch. Can it handle the Gravedigger? It is up on top. Peapod, not far behind, but it's going to be Banana for a 3rd straight win. Peapod comes across in 2nd, picking up 3. That's Hot Dog to pick up 2. Can Pizza pick up a point? Oh, Pizza has really struggled to finish this course, but that 1 point may prove useful. Here it is. Pizza will pick up a point. Wow. With 3 straight wins, bananas are everywhere. We even got the golden banana, which represents 3 wins in a row. Oh, the cleanup crew has completely given up, and now there's a gorilla on the course. It is Pandemonium here on the racetrack as Banana takes the clean sweep and earns the checkered flag. Pizza did not earn enough points to qualify. He will go home. But we're not done yet. Look at this. Peapod and Hot Dog are tied at 6 with 1 invitation on the line. You guys know what that means. It is playoff time. Hot Dog and Peapod, 2 laps. 1 winner goes to the round of 16. The other one watches at home on TV. Peapod takes the lead around turn 2 into the meat grinder and is through, followed very closely by Hot Dog. Oh, they are neck and neck as they make their way down the volcano for the first time. Big boost of speed for Peapod, up to the top shelf with Hot Dog not far behind. Couldn't quite get the pass and is now 6 lengths behind as we go to the final lap. Here comes Peapod, spinning off of turn 1. Has a big lead. Could Peapod go from no points in round 1 to qualifying for the round of 16? Now hung up in the meat grinder. Oh no! Who's going to get through first? It is Peapod, but Hot Dog is right there. This thing is now 4 lengths different. Here comes Peapod. How will they handle the Gravedigger? She drops in, hoping to make a clean pass, and she can't do it. Now they're both hung up. Who's the first on top? Oh, it's Peapod. Hot Dog went in for the pass, was just a second late, and it is Peapod who qualifies for the round of 16. Amazing stuff by Peapod. Goes from no points in round 1 to earning the checkered flag and qualifying. The real story here today, folks, is Banana. 3 straight round wins, and Banana is poised to make a deep run in the round of 16 tournament. Nobody in the history of Legona has gotten 3 straight wins and earned 12 points. Banana making history here. If you guys are having fun at the Legona 500, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future action. We only have 4 spots left in the round of 16. You're not going to want to miss it. My name is Ian Clutch Power. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you next time. It is spooky season. Kids everywhere are picking out their costumes. and it's time to race some marbles. Welcome everyone to the Legona 500. I am your host, Ian Clutch Power, and we have another group of hopeful marbles looking to qualify for the round of 16. This is Group G, the Halloween monsters. First up, racing black marbles, we have the vampire bassist. With the transparent blue marbles, it will be Fright Night. The green marbles will represent the zombie cheerleader, and the white marbles will represent the zombie bride. Pressure is starting to mount as we only have 4 spots left in our tournament. But look at this, we have a little pre-race festivities. We've got the Disney characters in their Halloween costumes putting on a little parade for the kids. Look at how cute that Toy Story alien looks. There's a little spotting of Olaf and Jiminy Cricket with those wings. Oh, we are ready for action here in round number 1. The marbles are on the track and they are rolling. Zombie cheerleader out to a lead here, followed quickly by zombie bride. It looks like now Fright Night takes the lead, shooting straight through the meat grinder. Fright Night will be the first one to drop into the volcano. The Gravedigger has been a problem, but these are Halloween monsters. They should be able to handle the Gravedigger no problem. Indeed, Fright Night goes right through, followed 12 links behind is Zombie Bride. Looks like Fright Night struggled a little bit on turn 1, now really struggles on the track as Zombie Bride takes over. She hits the carrot, slows down a little bit. Now she's caught up in the meat grinder. Everybody's caught up in the meat grinder. Who's going to get through? It's both Zombie Cheerleader and Fright Night. They are side by side. Who's going to pick up the round 1 win and 4 points? Zombie Cheerleader will be the first to the Gravedigger. She's up and through. She'll get the 4 points. Fright Night finishes in second and picks up 3. Zombie Bride through for 2. And indeed, Vampire Bassist picks up a point for finishing that lap. An outstanding performance by the Zombie Cheerleader has her in command of this race. She will pick up the 4 points for winning round 1. Fright Night with an excellent performance picks up 3 points, and you can see that the Vampire and the Zombie Bride each still alive after round number 1. Tensions are very high as all 4 of these Halloween monsters have aspirations for winning the coveted championship. But first, they're going to have to find a way to advance. Round number 2 is underway. The marbles are flying down the opening part of this track, and it's Zombie Cheerleader again. She hits the carrot, gets slowed down, but the Vampire gets her bumped forward. Now it's Zombie Cheerleader and Vampire. They are 1 and 2, followed by another Vampire marble. Here comes the Zombie Cheerleader. She's bouncing around on the course a little bit, giving the Vampire a chance to take the lead, and she does. It'll be the Vampire taking the lead into the final lap of round number 2. She's down on the course, spinning against the wall, slows her down, and that gives the Zombie Cheerleader a chance with a burst of speed to take over the lead. She's around turn 2. But look at this, here comes the Vampire taking the inside lap, and she'll take a 2-link lead into the final stretch. Down the lava river she comes and into the Gravedigger. Can she get up on top? No problem at all. She'll pick up the win. Zombie Cheerleader not far behind, took the back door route and picks up second. That was both Zombie Bride and Fright Night picking up some points at the end. Wow, the burst of speed that we saw from both Zombie Cheerleader and the Vampire was remarkable. Zombie Cheerleader sitting in the lead with 7 points now. Vampire not far behind with 5. And the Bride and Fright Night both still alive with 4 points. But take a look at this burst of speed. Vampire had 2 marbles ahead, but Zombie Cheerleader turns on the jets and blasts through both of them. Oh, she's got to be a favorite going into this final lap. Now take a look at the Vampire. A strategic move here, takes the inside line. Then she actually bumps Zombie Cheerleader into the corner. Oh, These Halloween monsters are not messing around as we go into lap number 3. 2 spots in the tournament on the line, and the vampires caught in a mushroom. Now it is Fright Night and Zombie Cheerleader. No, it's all Zombie Cheerleader. Fright Night got bounced backward. Now he's back in it with both of his marbles. Here comes Zombie Cheerleader down into the Gravedigger. She's up on top, no problem at all, but Fright Night takes a more direct route, takes the lead. Who will be the one to earn enough points to advance to the round of 16? It will be Zombie Bride taking the lead. She's through the mushrooms with the lead, hoping to qualify. But here comes Fright Night, straight through the meat grinder and into the elevator, half a lap to go. Zombie Cheerleader not far behind. They all need points with only 2 spots on the line. Here we go to the Gravedigger. Fright Night is through. What happened to Zombie Cheerleader? Oh no, both the Zombie Cheerleader marbles are stuck and she's not gonna finish and earn no points. Here comes the Vampire through for second place. She'll pick up 3. Oh, is that ultimately going to cost the Zombie Cheerleader a spot? Let's take a look at what happened. You can see one Zombie Cheerleader already stuck in the rocks as Fright Night goes by to win the lap. But here comes the second Zombie Cheerleader. She actually hits the first one and then nestles into the rocks right next to her. Oh, what devastating news for the Zombie Cheerleader Nation. Unable to finish round number 3. She did go in with the lead. Was she able to qualify? Let's take a look at the final standings. The Vampire did sneak in there with second place points. Was it enough to get her to the round of 16? Oh, Zombie Cheerleader fans have missed it by a point. Oh, that is just an absolutely brutal break as the Vampire Bride and the Zombie Cheerleader fail to qualify. That gives the bassist and Fright Night the checkered flags. They are headed to the round of 16 tournament. Group G action is done, which means we have only one group to go. 2 spots remain in our round of 16. If you guys missed any of the earlier qualifying action, make sure you go back and find out who else is in our field of 16. The weather is cooling down, but the action at the Legona 500 is just heating up. You're not going to want to miss a thing. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. My name is Ian Clutch Power. Thank you for joining us today, and we will see you next time. Our field of 16 is nearly complete. 2 spots remain. And today, we will punch those 2 tickets. Welcome, everyone, to the Legona 500. I am your host, Ian Clutch Power. And today is Group H qualifying. This will be the Pirate Group. Our first competitor is our defending champion, the Islander. Before we continue on, let's go back and relive a little bit of the magic from when Islander won the Castle Legona final. Crowning a champion. They are over Cotton Candy Mountain. They are into the castle, and we are off and racing. Look at all these marbles flying through. It looks like it's going to be Islanders with a very small lead over 2 Ahsoka marbles. Another Islander just behind. Now look at this. Ahsoka jumps ahead. Islanders zigzags back. Now it's Ahsoka again. These marbles trading blows back and forth. It looks like Ahsoka opens up a small lead, and she will take the lead over the bridge and past all of the jousters. Right now, it's all Ahsoka, the 8th seed, who barely qualified for this event, is going to be the leader with 1 lap to go. She gets in at 42.54. That is nearly 5 seconds ahead of the Islanders. Will Ahsoka cruise to victory? She's through the castle. Oh no! Ahsoka has jumped completely off the course, and the Islanders take the lead. And we are now racing with the Islanders with a huge lead. Here comes Ahsoka. She is 10 lengths behind. Islanders into the deja vu to turn 2. On to turn 3. Islanders absolute cruise control right now. The Islanders are a half lap away from winning this thing. How will they handle the joust? Gets past but bumped and gets stuck on the second jouster. Oh no, now Islanders are stuck. Oh, this is going to be an unbelievable finish. Here comes Ahsoka. She now has the lead to the Dragon Slayer. Ahsoka's on the top shelf, but no, it's Islanders. Islanders will cruise on to win this race by more than a second. What an amazing moment that was. Islander back to defend his crown, rolling with the yellow marbles. Joining him in Group H will be Davy Jones, representing the blue marbles. We also have that fierce pirate Blackbeard, of course, rolling with black marbles. And finally, the crafty pirate Hondo Onaka, rolling with red marbles. We are on the course in round number 1. 2 spots remain. Who will claim them? It looks like Blackbeard is off to a good start. Now Hondo goes in for the pass, and here comes Davy Jones. They're into the meat grinder. Hondo is the first through, and he will hit the elevator. The defending champ is not far behind. Let's see how Hondo handles the Gravedigger. He is up and not through. It's actually Blackbeard that's through, but he's stuck, and now Hondo is through. Looks like Islander gave Blackbeard a little bump, and he's back and rolling again. Hondo in command as we go into the final lap of round number 1. Let's see if he can get through and pick up the 4 points. He's caught up in the meat grinder a little bit now. Oh, it's going to slow him way down. Both Hondos caught, and the defending champ is through. He's got 2 chances to get through the Gravedigger and pick up 4 points. That would be a great start to qualifying. Let's see how Islander handles it. No, he cannot handle the Gravedigger. It is Blackbeard that is up and through. He will pick up 4 points for round number 1. Now Hondo picks up 3. Davy Jones picks up 2, and our defending champ is in trouble. Does pick up 1 point, but can he qualify? Oh, it would be a devastating blow if the defending champ cannot even qualify for the round of 16. Blackbeard in great position now as we head towards round number 2. Hondo and Davy Jones a little bit behind. Here we go. Round number 2. The marbles have hit the slides. They are on the course. Blackbeard once again comes through with the defending champ not far behind. Islander takes the lead now. He's caught up in the meat grinder. Oh, this meat grinder has been brutal to these pirates, and now Hondo is through. He gets stopped a little bit on the ramp. That gives some marbles a chance to get back in it. Hondo down the lava river and into the Gravedigger. He's up on top, no problem at all, joined by a second Hondo marble, followed quickly by Blackbeard. How will Hondo handle turn 1? Bounces way up into the corner, and that gives Blackbeard a chance to pass. Blackbeard now passed again by Hondo. They are trading blows back and forth. How will they handle the meat grinder? Hondo, not so much, and it's Blackbeard making his way up to the lava river. Down into the Gravedigger comes Blackbeard. He's up on top. He's going to win his 2nd straight round. He's at 8 points. The Islander, desperately in need of points, picks up 3. That's a great sign to get him back into contention to qualify. Can anybody else pick up points? Here comes both Davy Jones and Hondo. It'll be Davy Jones across the line just before Hondo. And look at the standings now. Blackbeard with back-to-back wins. Everybody else tied at 4. Oh, suddenly we've got a little bit of history on the line. Remember, in earlier qualifying, Banana won 3 straight races to pick up 12 points, and now suddenly Blackbeard threatening that record with a chance to tie Banana. Banana in the stands watching anxiously, wondering, will his record of 3 straight wins hold up, or will Blackbeard tie him and earn one of those top seeds in the field of 16? We're on the course for round number 3. Hondo off to a great start again. Davy Jones following him. Here comes Islander. They're all hung up in the meat grinder again. It looks like Davy Jones gets through first, but now it's Islander with a half-length lead. He, the defending champ, is going to try to earn enough points to qualify, but now Davy Jones is up first. Oh, Blackbeard shoots through brilliantly. Now suddenly he has a big lead going into the final lap. Blackbeard threatening Banana's record. He is off of the mushrooms and through. Will he handle the carrots? He will, no problem. He's into the meat grinder and hung up a little bit. Who's going to get through first? It's Blackbeard yet again. He's half a lap from tying the record. He is into the Lava River and headed towards the Gravedigger. Can he get up top? No problem. He is going to tie Banana's record. Oh, Islander just barely makes it over the lip. That'll be 3 points. That means our defending champion is going to sneak into the round of 16. Wow, that was close. Blackbeard, the story. That nasty old pirate earns the checkered flag along with Islander. They will advance. Hondo and Davy Jones did not have enough today. They will be sent home. But the real story here is Blackbeard sending a message to Banana, sending a message to our defending champion. He's on his perch, staring down at those two. He wants it to be very clear. With 3 straight wins in Group H, he is the one to be considered the overall favorite to win this tournament. Our bracket reveal is up next. Who will your favorite marble be matched up against in round number 1 of our tournament? Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a minute of our Legona action. My name is Ian Clutch Power. Thank you for being here today. The tournament's up next. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll see you then. We started with 32 teams hopeful to hoist a trophy. We are now down to 16 qualifiers. Welcome everyone to the Legona 500. I am Ian Clutch Power. I will be your host today. Some marbles qualified long ago and have been awaiting their seeding. Others just got in. It all gets revealed today on our 16-team bracket reveal show. Let's start by taking a quick look at the bracket. We will be filling in all 16 teams today. Let's start by meeting your number 1 overall seed. Who's going to get through first? It's Blackbeard yet again. He's half a lap from tying the record. He is into the Lava River and headed towards the Gravedigger. Can he get up top? No problem. He is going to tie Banana's record. Blackbeard, your number 1 overall seed, will be the tops of the East region. He awaits his matchup. Let's meet the number 2 overall seed. Oh, Banana is just dominating this group. to the top shelf, down the slide, and here we go. Banana, again with nobody else on the screen. Could it be a clean sweep for Banana? Banana, having earned 12 points out of the food division, will be your number 2 seed headed out west. Let's meet your number 3 overall seed. He is now stuck in the meat grinder, and it is Jasmine getting through. In fact, 2 Jasmine marbles getting through. Jasmine looking to pick up 4 points. Will either of these marbles be able to handle the Gravedigger? Both beautifully through. Jasmine will pick up 4 points. There was a lot of drama in the Royal Bloodline division, but Jasmine came through as the winner. She will be the number 3 seed out north. Let's meet your number 4. He is followed quickly by Tarkin and Burns. That lead Burns marble is still on lap number 1. Can Wolverine find a way to the top? He can, but he gets passed by Tarkin, and then Wolverine goes back, but then Tarkin gets him back, and Tarkin wins it. Tarkin dominated the grumpy old man division. He will be your number 4 seed and headed out south. Let's meet the remaining field of participants in this tournament. First, having earned 9 points out of the winged creature division, we have Watto. He will head out east in the same division as Blackbeard. After a last-second pass, Slimer earns a trip. He is headed to the West Division. The top seed from your Ghost group was King of the Dead. He will join Jasmine in the North Division. And the Winged Creature Division was dominated. Big Bird earned 10 points there. He is headed out south. Now, let's meet the opponents for each of these 8 racers. First, just barely sneaking in a playoff over Statler, Mr. Burns will head out east. His first round matchup will be with the number 1 overall seed. E.T. snuck in when Ariel was tossed off the course. He is also headed out east to take on Watto in an opening round match. Peapod also snuck in a playoff against Hot Dog. She will head out in the South region to take on Tarkin. Fright Night gets in by winning the Halloween group and will go south to take on Big Bird. Leia taught that rookie Elizabeth Swan a lesson, sneaks in, goes west, and will have to take on Banana in the first round. Mr. T, he advanced from the childhood hero group. He will take on Slimer out west. Islander, your defending champion, gets into the field of 16. His opening round matchup will be against Jasmine. And the vampire bassist barely snuck in when the cheerleader failed to finish. She will go north and take on King of the Dead. Oh, we've got some intriguing first round matchups here at the Dreamzzz version of the Legona 500. Let's talk to a couple of experts and see who they have picked as their final 4 teams. Potter and Penguin, race experts. Out of the East region, Harry Potter will pick the overall number 1 seed Blackbeard. He'll no doubt be difficult to beat. Penguin, on the other hand, does have an upset and will take E.T. out of the East region. In the South region, Harry Potter will take the Winged Creature Group winner Big Bird. Penguin will also take Big Bird. They both have high expectations for the bird from Sesame Street. Heading out west, Harry Potter has picked the number 2 overall seed Banana, while Penguin, picking another upset, has taken Slimer. Going out north, Harry Potter takes the defending champion Islander. Penguin has picked Jasmine to come out of the North region. There you go. Harry Potter's final 4, Blackbeard, Big Bird, Banana, and Islander. Penguin takes E.T., Big Bird, Slimer, and Jasmine. Who are you rooting for? Who are you picking to get to the final 4? Let us know in the comments. This should be a wild tournament, but we would love to know who you are picking to get out of each of these regions. Let's take a quick look at the rules for our tournament. This will be a single elimination tournament. Each matchup will consist of a best of 3 rounds. The first racer to win 2 rounds will advance. Each round will consist of 2 laps, and each marble owner will get a chance to enter 4 marbles into the race. The one single marble finishing first will be declared the winner. Finishing touches are being put on this race course, and final polish is being put on these marbles. Action is about to heat up at the Legona 500. Let's take one last look at the bracket. I'm particularly intrigued by this opening round matchup for our number 1 seed. Mr. Burns seems like a very tough matchup for Blackbeard. And can our defending champion Islander manage to upset the number 3 overall seed Jasmine in the first round? Tons of storylines to watch here at the Legona 500. If you don't want to miss any of this action, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you're alerted when our first round mashups go live. Get ready, folks. The Legona 500 tournament is about to begin. We will crown a champion soon. My name is Ian Clutch Power. Thank you for being here today. We will see you next time.